Well, staying in Washington, President Joe Biden is hoping to pave a path to citizenship for more than 11 million immigrants living in the United States illegally. The Migration Policy Institute estimates at least 40,000 undocumented immigrants live here in Kentucky. Though Biden's immigration reform bill is expected to face a battle in Congress, LX18's Sophia Millar reports that some of its potential beneficiaries say they're cautiously optimistic about the future.
The reality Omar Salinas Chacon's family faced in El Salvador is hard to imagine.
My family owned several businesses, and because of that, we became targets of gang violence. So my dad and my grandpa were kidnapped.
Fear of increasing violence in their home country brought them to the United States in 2001.
I mean, at the very, very beginning, the American dream for me and my family was, oh, we won't die.
But their immigration status meant they still weren't safe.
It was common for us to go to school and then the next day, one of your friends just didn't show up at their desk and you knew exactly why.
Salinas Chacon has dedicated his life to activism. He's marched and pushed for immigration reform since elementary school.
It's either you fight for this or you resign yourself to some kind of death, basically. Because, at the end of the day, I'm not necessarily fighting for survival. I'm fighting because I want to live.
President Joe Biden sent a broad immigration reform bill proposal to Congress in his first days. One of its biggest takeaways is it would create an 8-year path to citizenship for more than 11 million undocumented immigrants. It would also immediately qualify some DACA recipients like Salinas Chacon for green cards.
Although I am hopeful, my patience is running extremely low at this point.
Salinas Chacon says this skepticism comes from years of unfulfilled campaign promises about immigration reform.
This is the 6th time in my lifetime. And I've been here for 20 years, and I know people who've been here for 30, 40 years who've heard this story told over and over at this point.
The U.S. Citizenship Act of 2021 faces resistance from Republicans in an evenly divided Senate. Democrats will need to win over 10 Republicans to avoid a filibuster, but the bill misses on some Republican priorities like beefing up funds for border security. If it does pass, Salinas Chacon says it would change everything.
I mean, being afraid 24/7 and having a whole bunch of opportunities shut down just because of where I was born, I don't think that's necessarily living. So that's what keeps me going, just the possibility that I'll be able to live and not just survive.
It's the possibility that he and his family can permanently come out of the shadows and into the light. Sophia Millar, LEX 18 News.